Hello and welcome to our project on One Point Perspective, where we will be creating our own Hall of Fame. This project has two different parts. The first part is physical, something we're going to do in class. The second part is digital, and we are going to use Photoshop to put in any pictures that you want to make your Hall of Fame for the theme that you want. This video will be for part 1. We start by adding our horizon line and vanishing point, like we practiced before, and then we're going to do something new. We're going to draw a 2-inch square all around. So I lined up my number 1 with my horizon line, and then you'll see that I drew a line from 0 to 2, so I have 2 inches, and I'm going to do this for the side, the top, the other side, and the bottom. So it's a 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 square, just like that. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly centered. What does matter is that you always line up your ruler so that it's touching that vanishing point, and we're going to draw our line coming off the corner. We're not going to draw it inside the square, so it'll look something like that. And you're going to do this on every single corner of the square. So always line up your ruler with the vanishing point and then draw the line leading off the corner of the square and off the page. So here we have the basic structure of our hallway. That square is the end of the hallway where eventually we're going to put a door. And then the left and right sections are the left and right of the hallway, and the top and bottom are the ceiling and the floor. So now we need to add some guiding lines for where our frames are going to be hung, because they need to follow the 1 point perspective as well. So lining up our ruler again with the vanishing point, we're going to add some lines that don't quite touch the top and bottom of our hallway. Now notice these don't come out of the corners of the square. It doesn't matter. They don't need to come out of the corners of the square. You should, however, use light pressure with your pencil so that you're not carving into the paper and making it impossible to erase, because we will need to erase some of these lines later. Now we're going to add the lines that will make up the tiles on the floor. So again, lining up your ruler with the vanishing point and just turning it a little bit, you're going to add maybe about 4 to 5 different lines that lead and all fit inside the floorboard there. Now it's getting a little bit hard to see, so what we're going to do is take a black marker and I'm going to outline the bottom of my floor. And you can do this as well. Now any colors that I use, you are open to use your own. So think about how you want your floor to be colored. If you don't want black to be used, you don't have to. Now we do need horizontal lines to make up the floorboard. And what I'm doing is just going straight across, but I am getting smaller as far as the distance between the lines as I get closer to the end of the hallway, because that also shows that the end of the hallway is further away. Now I'm going to start coloring in every other tile, so I never want the black to touch. I would work from back to front like I did here to prevent any mess ups. It is easy to mess up on that. These 2 lines that we drew earlier are going to be the top and bottom of our picture frames. So what we need to do is add the left and right, or the sides of the picture frame. And that's just going to be a vertical line straight up and down. So take your ruler and draw in where you want to start your picture frame. Do one side and then do the other. And I'll outline it here so you can see it. You're going to do this all the way down the side of the hallway. And again, you can use any color you want, and you can add any kind of decorative shapes that you want to your picture frame. So think about any pictures you might have at home, or if you've been to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, they have a lot of interesting picture frames. And then we're going to do this with our 2 lines on the right side as well, because we want pictures all the way down our hallway for our Hall of Fame. Once you finish your picture frames, then what you can do is erase the extra lines that we don't need, add a door to the end of your hallway, and start coloring the walls. And if you want to add more color to the floor, go ahead and do that as well. And then you have your first part of the project done. Congratulations!